Brandy Jones this week, one of our fellow science communication fellows.
Sorry, Nav, I never saw the name of it. I think it's something Lindsay came up with.
Roger. Yeah, I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. I had to restart survey.
We have a few targets there coming up at 10 meters.
Lots of krill. I think
Yeah,
that's what I'm seeing,
That
right?
one will do, Nav.
dancing.
Or some fish.
And just a quick shout out to all our viewers around the world that are tuning in. Thank you so much for following EV Nautilus. You can continue to follow us on nautiluslive.org, ORG. Follow us on our Twitter, Instagram, our other social media handles. It's great to see people tuning in from around the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Austria, Poland, the Netherlands, France, Finland, Denmark, Germany, Switzerland, and Australia. Thanks, everyone.
Welcome, everyone. We're excited to have you join us in Greater Farallones National Marine Sanctuary.
Yeah, we have just come into some mixed bottom there.
Great, we are just in time to hand it off to the next shift.
Brachiopods. This is Jenny. I'm going to sign off for the shift change and catch y'all later at 4. Thanks for an interesting morning.
And everyone, this is Carrie, your Science Communication Fellow, signing off. You're in great hands with Brandy Jones for the next 4 hours. So enjoy and can't wait to see what you guys discover. Thanks so much.
Danny is going to be handing this off to Jan.
Hargis signing off for shift change. Thank you.
Science, do you know if we're in the middle of a video transect?
We are not.
Okay.
We were in some nice mixed substrate, and so we'll do another transect once we get back into that mix. It looks like it's coming up in a bit.
Okay.
How's our ability to maneuver in speed?
Pretty good.
Wait,
Yeah.
no restrictions?
Not really.
Okay.
Sounds like you're ready to go fast.
We have a lot of nice krill in the water.
Yeah.
Does that make you expect us to see more biology? Like more organisms if there's a bunch of krill?
It means that the view with this camera and the lighting is going to get worse. Because there's more things in the water column. But this is why large whales and a lot of seabirds come here to feed.
Yeah, I heard as we were heading up for watch that somebody had spotted a whale.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
There was some dolphin earlier today.
Oh, I missed those. Any idea what kind?
No, didn't hear.
Yeah, we're writing down the black one. Okay, yep. All right, well, we'll go over that with her.
So we're about 400 meters away from this target.
The 2F?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Team, are we ready to introduce ourselves to the audience?
Looks like we're getting close to the start of that rocky habitat again.
Yeah.
Quick intros, go.
Jan Roletto, research coordinator. I'm in chief scientist seat in the back road.
Well, I am Brandy Jones, the Science Communication Fellow from Ailey ISD in Houston, Texas. And shout out to Brian Gonzalez. You made my heart smile. Thank you for your comment.
Hi, Marin.
So do we want to start a video transect here?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
What's your transfer speed?
We are currently going bridge now. We're currently going 0.4. Can you tell me what the speed of this line track is? What's the speed that's dialed in for this track? 0.5, thank you. Yeah, it's 0.5.
Okay, 15:05:37 starting.
Okay, got it.
Gary, can you get the altitude on this one?
Rennie, can... Oh, I see
Go
you're
ahead.
on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a
Thank
good
you.
altitude, too.
Wow.
So have we started?
Yep.
Okay. So let's see,
Is that good
1506.
labeling for you there, Jamie?
Yeah, I just wanted to check. So we're calling this GF2 F1.
Yep. And I'm labeling that this is the start.
What speed is Herc moving at?
0.25 meters per second, so that was, if I remember correctly, within our limitations based on what we were given yesterday.
I think it's just under half a knot.
Oh, is that one of those Velcro stars? The sea stars that are like sticky on the top?
I don't know about those.
I have an image stuck in my head that I'll probably never forget of a fish actually stuck to the top of one of those sea stars.
Yeah, they're pretty incredible. They're pretty fast too.
If we want to continue introductions, I'm Jamie Wagner. I'm the data logger and the science manager on board.
I guess since we're out of order, I'm Greg Diffendale and I'm the Herc pilot and ROV lead.
I'm Renato Kane. I'm the navigator and the navigation lead.
I'm Paul Glick. I'm the ROV engineering intern.
And I'm Erin Rainey. I'm the video engineer.
And we have a good morning from Miss Cole's class. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, I see that. Greg, can we go a little bit lower, like maybe half a meter?
Sure.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, Caitlin was looking at it yesterday, and this seemed to be a pretty good altitude, but somewhere.
Yeah, we're at
between
1.6 right now.
Okay, I think that's low enough.
Is it common to see whales in this area?
Yes, that's one of the original reasons why Farallone's National Marine Sanctuary was designated, because of the really rich and abundant seabirds and whales and just marine mammals in general.
Mm-hmm. We have a comment. It says, I hope we see a whale. That will be welly good.
But it'll might lag.
I'm down by 6, by the number 6 right now.
Yeah.
So Jamie, it looks like we
So
lost
we can
our
wait a
mixed
little bit,
habitat.
but we can.
So we'll just keep
Yeah,
going
you are
on
losing
this
ground
as a
quite a bit.
transect. We'll just extend it.
Okay.
So Rennie, we're gonna extend this probably another 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Bridge. I might hold at some point.
Can I minimize prism?
But right now we're just doing a visual transect.
Minimize prism.
Yeah.
Sure, thanks.
Yep. We had the prism up because there's a hockle in the tether that we think might have been worked its way out, but at one point was looking pretty dicey. Which is different than spicy.
Yeah,
Not to be confused.
Yeah, spicy's okay. Dicey,
0 watts
505
RX.
Okay.
Yeah, just seeing if there's any change, and there hasn't been any. Sometimes they work their way out, which is awesome.
No, we're too shallow for thorny heads at this point.
All right, what do you think? I think you're kind of losing too much.
A rockfish.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to gain it.
We'll see if Tom can chime in on the rockfish.
Can we slow speed to 0.4 knots? Thank you.
What was he doing?
0.5.
Okay.
Which should match that technically, but
Green
what
stripe.
we're making over
That's
ground
what
is
I
more
thought,
than 0.5.
but
So
I didn't want to say.
I think 0.3 we might be playing a cat and mouse.
Chimera?
There will probably be a pause here, so hopefully we can.
We have some kids wanting to know if we've seen any sharks. Was it a baby shark yesterday?
It wasn't necessarily a baby, a small cat shark.
Small shark. Hopefully we'll see one again.
Sometime that we're
See if
not
that
on a
worked.
transect, I'd love to zoom on one of those spotted chimeras.
Yeah.
Don't usually see those.
I'd love to too. We're on the same
They might be
page,
common
Jamie.
to this area, but I don't usually see them.
Yeah, minimize that real quick. I want to see if we get any kind of return on.
So we have a lot more mix coming
at that.
up. So we're going to go ahead and end this at 10 minutes. And then move on at a little faster pace if we can.
Okay, so in the
get
next
into that mixed, yeah.
3 or 4 minutes we'll end it.
Yeah, I just zoomed in on the high pack, so.
Okay, we are, Herc is approaching 100 meters covered in this transect.
How far are we from the coast?
That's a nav question.
Let me get out my measuring stick here.
You got all kinds of sticks. You got a pointing stick?
Measuring stick.
Ah, George, you know.
I think we're 20,000 leagues from the coast.
That's
20,000 meters?
Leagues. he was.
What'd you say, George? 11.9.
Miles or kilometers?
Miles.
Okay.
Yeah, I just did a quick measurement just to verify George's wild claim. It's almost like that's his job.
Tom, is that a pygmy that just went by? Now we're getting into the red California sea cucumbers. Yeah.
Are these the state sea cucumber?
I guess so.
Those are red sea cucumbers?
Yeah, the red, deeper they were kind of white.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the different ones were white.
All right, that's
These are
about
red.
10 minutes total. We've covered 115 meters.
Okay, we can end here because we have a lot of previous soft flat. And we'll just move on to the mixed. And I guess when we see some ratfish, we can get a closer look. We had somebody asking last night for some close-up of eel pouts.
Which we got.
Which we did.
You can
And
just
then I
kind of
was
see my light pool coming in.
Yeah.
I was looking at Tom Ladig's fish guide a lot last night because he was asleep. Caitlin was asleep. I got a coral biologist, we got invert specialists, deep sea specialists, and then bird and mammal. So wow, look at the krill.
Wow.
When it gets really bad, sometimes they will swarm the lights on Herc, and
Nice.
you won't be able to see anything.
Mm.
So we end up shutting all the lights
Oh,
off
nice.
on Herc and trying to lower Argus down to get them to go up to those lights.
Wow.
That's cool.
Hi, Kelly. Thanks for your kind words.
What were the kind words?
She says, hi, Brandy. Hope you're having fun out there and keep up the good work.
Okay.
That was sweet.
Wait, do I know Kelly?
Kelly Ferron.
Oh, I know Kelly. Hey, Kel.
I mean, that means I know Kelly too.
Yeah, you know Kelly too.
Is that a hagfish?
No. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Oh.
You can tell by the eyes.
And I
Yeah.
think that's a green spot. I'm looking at the screen.
Video, let's push in.
Oh yeah, I forgot we
Hold
can
that.
zoom now.
Hagfish. And that's the green spot.
I'm waiting for a confirmation from Tom. Let's get a few nice photos. Green striped. Green striped rockfish.
Green striped rockfish or hagfish?
Alright.
Rockfish.
We saw two different fish. So the fish we were just zoomed on, the pinkish one with the spotty green side was a green striped rockfish. The long eel-shaped fish was a hagfish. That was great.
They tie themselves in figure 8 knots sometimes.
And
It
get
may-
really slimy.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can fill up a whole 5-gallon bucket with mucus.
Yes.
It's their defense mechanism, right?
Yep.
I went fishing for sablefish, and we were using traps.
And you got hagfish.
Oh, well, the weather set in, and we couldn't pull up our traps for about 24 hours. And the hagfish did come in, and it was like, oh, a nightmare on a cold. Just slime everywhere.
Yeah, they're nasty.
Aaron, you got a shout out. They said, hi, Aaron. Keep up the good work.
Well, you may not have love and room in your heart, Rennie, for hagfish, but hagfish have like 4 hearts, and therefore they have
4.
plenty of love for you. Yeah, it's 4 or 5.
It's too many.
I think hagfish are awesome.
I think they're awesome too.
I like watching videos of them going after fallen large deep sea animals like whales or large fish and ripping chunks of flesh off by tying themselves in knots like Rennie said. It's impressive to see.
Yeah, that's what I do with my free time too. When I'm not sitting here staring at the ocean floor for work.
Rolling around,
Do
pulling
that
off
for
flesh.
fun.
Is that what that ball of legs and arms was over in the corner of the lounge the other night? You all tied up in in a knot.
Yeah.
He was practicing. He aspires to be a hagfish as his ultimate career goal.
Okay.
It's Halloween costume 2019.
I mean, that wouldn't be the worst one.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of borax I'll be creating slime with.
Video push in. Is that
Urchin?
an enemy or an urchin? An enemy.
Enemy?
Yeah.
Enemy.
An enemy.
Enemy.
Too much.
Ready the torpedoes, Greg. That's an enemy.
I don't have torpedoes. I've petitioned for them for years, but come on. All right, we're gonna keep going. Full line. I have to get used to the new current direction. Another hagfish.
Hagfish. Do the knot thing. Yeah.
It's a decent sized sea star right there.
Paperwork.
What is that? Is that fish alive? Oh, he is alive. He, it, she.
Fish.
It's pretty. Can we zoom in?
Sure.
Are we moving along?
All right, Aaron, let's push in.
Oh, they're hanging out. It's so friendly.
Don't trust that hagfish. It's going to do something.
It's a striped tail. Striped tail rockfish.
Don't eat it, hagfish. It's still alive.
Dude, personal space.
Oh, I'm sorry. My mistake. This is a sharp chin. One word, sharp chin rockfish.
Sharp chin.
All right, Aaron, let's come full wide.
Thank you, Tom.
If I know anything about rockfish, it's that there's a million kinds of them.
Yes.
I think we have about 52 species in the sanctuary.
Jeez.
It's a little bit shy of 1 million.
Yeah.
That's still a lot, and they look very similar.
Yeah, they're so hard to identify which one's which.
Yeah. I have my rockfish ID book sorted out by not habitat, not depth, but by color.
The color,
Okay,
yeah.
the red ones with the white spots, the red ones with the orange ones with the white spots, the ones with the white and red, or the red and white. It's all sorted out by color. We have about 70 species off of our coast, and we had a fish biologist from Fish and Game, Bob Lee, who did our fish inventory a while ago, and he came up with about 52 species for Greater Farallones National Marine Sanctuary, but there could be more. We haven't looked at all of the...
He's fighting the current by kind of like digging in a fin.
So there could be up to 70. So this is a striped tail rockfish.
Full wide, Aaron.
Thank you, Tom, for making me sound smart.
Are you supposed to say the thank you off of SPL? That way the internet, you know, doesn't know.
Should I pull up a little bit, keep around 20?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to stop the ship just shy, like right on that red edge, just in case we want to do some slower exploring up there as we approach the target. Does that sound okay?
There's your chimera. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. We're also picking up a couple more rock targets in the Herc scanning sonar.
Video push in.
We might want to, if there's enough mixed habitat, we might want to do an on-it for transect between here and the red. Oh, nice.
For those classrooms who are tuning in, if you see those two laser lights, they are 10 centimeters apart, and it helps them to determine the length of the organisms that they find.
Oop.
Woo!
All right, time to move forward. Full wide.
Young elephant seals, when they're learning how to forage and feed themselves, they will mistakenly eat ratfish, and they have a really large spine on their dorsal fin, and sometimes it gets caught in their mouths and their cheeks and what have you, and they have a little difficulty. Live and learn is the motto of an elephant seal.
Or don't.
Yeah.
Or cease
Usually
living.
comes out, but sometimes you can see it, and it's just the ones that are basically in the first year learning how to forage, and they're very, very deep divers, even at that early age. But they will mistakenly eat a ratfish sometimes.
All right, Aaron, let's push in. Is that a sponge?
Man-made circle on the...
That does look like a sponge. What is it on? Oh, it's on a...
Some sort of...
It's on a rock and the sea star.
Looks like a human object, that circle.
Yeah, circle looks human.
Oh,
Metal
it's
of
some kind of buoy or can or... Oh, no, that's a sea cucumber.
Can't tell. You got a cool rock coming up in your meso.
Yeah, let's go check that out. Full wide,
Yeah.
Aaron. Oh, krill everywhere. So
say
krill will
there's so
be
much
in
krill.
all of the Velcro, and they'll be throughout the entire vehicle.
Oh,
That's different.
Yeah.
Big old rockfish to the left.
Yeah, and that guy.
Another
Video
Is
push
that a
in.
yellow eye or a canary? Oh, and there's a, that looks like a lingcod.
Yeah.
cod.
Wow. Another fly trap.
And
Those look
are
cool.
those brachiopods or are those clams?
Look
They look like
I think they're
clam.
I think they're
Right.
they're not brachiopods.
They're not?
Okay.
Well, there's a little one too
They look like them.
on the rock.
Oh yeah, right in front of us.
Spotted rockfish.
Oh
Krill.
my gosh, so much krill.
Oh, can you focus on that? Aaron?
Yep.
The krill?
Yeah. We study krill, birds. Oh, awesome.
wow.
Wow.
We study krill, birds, mammals, kind of hot spots that are predictable from one year to the next.
Aaron, let's come full wide. I'll push back out. We'll find some more krill.
Woohoo!
Sorry.
Yeah, just gotta get ahead of it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was a Icelinus sculpin on the rock with the brachiopods.
The little one?
I think what I was calling a lingcod.
Oh, okay.
Not positive.
Ah, so the big one.
The
I
big
think
one.
it was the big one. Looked like a lingcod to me, but I defer to Tom.
Someone in the audience would like to know what type of whale might be in the current migration.
Well, this is basically a destination feeding ground.
Definitely having to change of terrain.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna hold
Let's
here.
are we in
Bridge
position
now.
where we can do a time transect?
Yes.
Okay.
Stand by.
As soon as
Yeah,
you're
we
ready.
can. We just we'll just be aware that there's gonna be a.
Yeah, we
wall
might
in
have
here.
to.
Yeah, it looks like on high pack. Oh, the big one was a lingcod. Okay, thank
Hello,
you.
Miss August.
Okay,
Thanks
let's
for
go ahead
tuning
and do it
in.
before we get behind.
What heading?
We're currently going 90. You will have to go up slope, and it looks like there'll be some rocky terrain. I don't know if you see that in the meso, Jan.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
Oops. GF. 2.
Stepping forward.
F2.
Jan, I'm up a little higher because of
Yeah,
the rocks, and I'm gonna.
understandable.
There seems to be some circles. What are they? Is that man-made?
Yeah, I don't know.
Keep seeing a few of them.
Lots of fish here.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Oh yeah, 3 spotted chimeras.
Let's be
4.
Yeah. Let's be on the lookout for any fishing line or
Nice
gear.
little sponges.
It's a good place to be caught on things.
A
Yeah.
couple of different types of sponges lower left.
This fish is leading the way.
Are those some more lingcod in the background, at least sometimes?
That's a lingcod.
Okay.
Lots of ratfish. And there's some rockfish poking in and out. That I don't know.
Is that some line in there?
Whoa, beautiful.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Yeah, we got some
Gary, is that
fishing gear here, so.
that's-
Why don't we pull Argus up a bit?
Yeah, I'm coming up.
Old piece of kelp.
That's
Oh, there's some
fishing
line.
Yeah, we want to be careful about that. So Paul, we don't want to get tangled. But I'm sure you could have figured that out. The idea is we're not going to touch any of that line. But
Yeah, there's
sometimes there'll
line
be
draped on that rock.
Yeah,
and
sometimes
on
there'll
that
be
rock.
floats up in the water column. We got to be careful about it.
So I'd come up
Oh,
to
there's
20.
a lot of it.
It's 20. Got it.
It's probably long line though, and that's weighted. It's not going to be floating.
That's good.
I've gone under a long line with Herc and over it with Argus. That was
It looked like part of the line wrapped around a rock that's just out of the screen. All the way around, like lassoed it.
Yeah.
So Jamie, let's call this mixed as well as hard steep.
Right up to
more
20.
line. Thanks. And I'm going to be coming up more as we come over all this.
We'll let Caitlin and figure out what classification she wants to call this.
Oh, there's a whole
Oh,
net.
there's the net.
Danger line everywhere.
Yeah.
There's no point dropping targets for that.
Welcome, Miss Serena. Thanks for joining.
So we're in a fishery management zone that is currently closed to bottom trolling, and it's proposed to remain closed, and yet we have some nets, some fishing nets in here.
It could be old.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty
was
old.
it open before?
Yeah, I think this EFH was identified and designated in about 2006.
So we may hit the other side of this, in which case our visual survey is not going to be very good after we crest the top. But we might get lucky.
This is fine. We can still continue.
Okay.
Jamie, did you have a start time?
I put it down in the log, but I don't know what
I
it
have a
was.
time when I dropped the target, which
Okay.
was 15:30:54. So 15:31.
More net and line.
More net line.
And did you call it GF2-2?
GF2-F2.
F2.
Last one was F1.
Yeah. We were driving along and then all of a sudden we couldn't drive any farther. And it turned out that...
Yeah. So that long line must have been up in the water column then.
Yeah,
Pretty
it
high
still
up.
had the floats on it.
Wow. Right as you said, you got hung up on a line.
Yeah, perfect
The
timing.
ROV stops. Great.
Yeah, we ended up recovering. We had we tried to drive back underneath it, but we ended up doing a kind of a dead vehicle recovery. It was
Did you recover with the long line?
yeah, it was in all the thrusters.
Wow.
Well,
Luckily
like
it
three
wasn't.
or four of the thrusters.
Luckily it wasn't attached to the seafloor.
Gary, are these
We
all
pulled up as much as we could.
corals? These little pink, well, pinky beige, the little
Those look like
invertebrates that are sticking up.
more line in the bottom of this.
Yeah.
So those are all little anemones.
I think the previous rock we were a little bit closer, they did look like anemones, but hard to say without a zoom. So hopefully we'll see some later.
Yeah, they looked like anemones.
Okay.
Many, 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 many. It was just covered.
The shape between them varied a lot. Usually cup corals are more uniform. So now, like,
A lot of fish in
because
the
I'm
background.
flying altitude manually, I'm watching in 3 to figure out when I can head back down over that last ridge.
Got it.
Part of it is just knowing what speed I'm going and, you know, have I traversed enough that I'm not going to catch the back of the vehicle on something. Yeah, when we recovered, we had Herc was directly beneath Argus because of the weight.
Yeah.
Note that we're out of view of the bottom.
Yep, yeah, we're still only a couple meters off. It's just that we're over the rocky surface. As soon as it's clear, I'll head down more.
Herc has covered
Wow,
100
it drops
meters.
off there a lot.
Oh.
It's like 12-meter wall there. And then we got to come back up and go over this guy. Considering that all the terrain changes, the Doppler's doing really well.
Yeah. Krill assist. So market decline in krill. It seems like this rocky
It was right
habitat,
when we got to the rocky area.
It increased, and then this is up current of it, isn't it?
You don't want to go that way.
Get out of there, man.
Get out of there.
So when we're done with this time transect, be great. Would it be possible to turn around and investigate this area a little bit more?
Sure.
Okay, we could get back in and do some close-ups.
Yep, and we have more rocky stuff ahead of us.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm trying to find our next waypoint.
do we have a time or a distance that we want to cover for this transect?
Well, we're doing timed at this rate, which should get us between 150, 200 meters.
Okay. It has
at about
been
15 minutes.
Yeah, it's been 12.
Okay.
Or
we were
11.
off bottom for a little bit, so
yeah.
let's keep going.
Encrusting sponge of some kind.
Do you know what these larger fish are?
Looks like a lingcod.
Yeah, those are the lingcod.
Okay.
I'm yellow eye. Looks like a rosy down there, the little one.
Isn't the next waypoint to the southeast?
I don't, Guy. I'm trying to find it on my.
There it is.
There it is. Wow. Okay.
Well, so much for our theory about krill and rocks.
It's a nice little sponge there.
2 of them.
Yeah. Little rockfish in the little hidey holes.
So I was thinking you'd get to that last waypoint and then head southeast, and you would have gone right along the top of that summit.
I think we're going to go back and explore, and then we can do that cross over the summit. We just were doing a transect over the whole full thing.
We have a quick question from a viewer. They'd like to know, are certain substrates easier to attach for corals and anemones? Like an examples that are in granite, they said they believe, and yesterday we were in sedimentary rock. So are certain substrates easier to attach for corals and anemones?
Yes.
Thanks for sharing your question.
It's a big one back in there to the right.
Rose thorn. So Tom, not a rosy, a rose thorn.
You can see the school above Herc.
Oh, wow.
In Argus.
Yeah.
Is that fish or krill?
There's a school of fish that just passed through Herc's light pool.
Ooh.
Those fish.
There they are.
And then we're going to have another drop off here where we'll lose bottom for a little bit. How are we doing on our time?
We're about there. And
do you want to call it at the end of this?
I'm calculating here.
Yep.
15 minutes, yeah.
And we've done 175 meters.
We have a geology question. They say, what is the story of some of this geology? I'm noticing a lot of rounded and weathered rocks. Was this area above water in the past?
Well, we have Guy down in the lounge.
No, I don't. No, sea level never got down this far, but some types of rocks are just weathered in that fashion, like granitic rocks or massive sandstones. They'll just weather equally around the fractures. And so you'll end up first with angular boulder-like things, and then slowly they'll become more rounded.
Great question.
So we went right over that whole little red bit. We almost at 200.
You got it, Tim Burbank. They like us to keep the highlight
200.
logs coming.
All right, science, we've hit our 200 mark.
Hey Tim, how's it going?
Great. Hey Guy, you had made a suggestion on how to transfer. Do you want us to go back up to the top and go across, basically lengthwise of this feature?
Sounded like that's what he was saying.
That's what I think. I just wanted to clarify.
Depends on how much time you have.
I think we have enough time.
Okay, so are we calling this transect done?
Yes.
Okay.
Bridge nav. Hold position. Thank you.
So for geology, I don't need to see it, but it depends on what, if you felt like you saw the biology of the most rugose area.
Yeah, I think we did, but our altitude was so high, we just wanted to keep moving, and there's so much krill in the water. I'd like to go back and take a closer look, especially at some of those sponges. Gary, we didn't see any little corals along the way, did we? No.
Yes. 210. Okay, do you want to, I'm presuming you want to cover another path to get there, slightly off, not go back over the same ground?
Correct.
Okay.
I was thinking going kind of northwest, and then going up, and then going down across the top.
Northwest?
Yeah.
Do you see my high pack here? You just tell me which angle you want me to head at to get to here.
I have to come over to you.
Yeah.
Someone in the audience would like to know if the ROVs are operating at a frequency that is safe for marine mammals.
Okay. So you want to come all the way to the start and go this way?
Yeah, we might want to turn somewhere around in here and just go across that.
Okay. I'll head to here.
Go across this. Whichever. We can just decide when we get here.
Okay.
Yeah, when we went across this, it was kind of boring.
This was where the danger line was, right here.
Yeah, so maybe if we come across this way, stay away from that.
Okay, we can go to the edge.
Thanks.
Yep.
All right, so we need to turn around.
Yep, turn around. We're gonna do steps, which George hates. Get here, which is 280.
So I'm going to kind of drive around and just follow me around. We'll bring your heading around
Bridge
to
nav.
280.
Could we have a step 40 meters bearing 280? 280, yes, thank you.
Oh, let's hold that. That looks like it's mostly worked its way out, but yep, we're good to keep going this way.
Okay. Is that on the lower end of the screen, the weight, or where?
Yeah, that's the weight.
And
Right,
that's where the hernia
that's
was.
Yep. You can see it's still kind of there, but it's not.
Argus, Daisy, and Butt has a little loop in it there.
Yeah, it's from towing.
Yeah. Oh, I see there. It's just that the Daisy got loose.
Right, but at one point that was twisted on itself.
Yeah.
Oh man. Krill everywhere. Alright, so you're about 280.
Yeah.
I'm going to come over a little bit more and get centered up. I'm going to